everybody, this is Charlotte Clark 1987 and today I've got a brand new video for you guys, and as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, I'll be presenting to you guys my top 10 favourite bully characters. I'd just like to get a point across that this list I've made here is my own opinion. However, I would love to hear yours too, so just leave your top 10 down in the comments and I'll give it a like and a reply. About 2 years ago I made this video, my top 5 bully soundtrack songs, and it got quite a few views, so I highly appreciate it, thank you. Anyways, this person suggested that I did my favourite bully characters or the strongest ones, and I only went for the favourites because I know if I went with the strongest, a lot of people would criticise and say no, that's all wrong. So I'm just doing my favourite bully characters. However, if you want me to do the strongest ones, I will do that if you want. All links will be put in the description, and I hope you enjoy, so let's get started. Up at number 10, we have Edgar Munson. I've put Edgar at number 10 because he's just completely badass. He's like the head of the townies. He's really cool. I love his design. I believe he got expelled because of Gary, and to me that's a bit awful. But even though he's a pretty hard villain to beat, and how do you explain it? Hardcore, and does actually help you out in the end. It's like, you know what, he's not actually that bad of a guy. So I've put him in at number 10 because to me he's just absolutely badass. Moving on now, at number 9 we have Zoe Taylor. Now Zoe, at first I wasn't the biggest fan of her, I will admit. I was a bit edgy about her, but as you progress in the game you think, yeah, she's pretty cool. And it's not very common in games that you see very hardcore women, and I actually like this, even though she is a teenager or a young adult even. I still like her, she's really cool, she's good friends with Jimmy. She got expelled because of Mr. Burton, the gym teacher I believe. And again, she's just really cool, so I couldn't help but put her in at number 9. Next up, at number 8, coming up right now, we have Dr. Crabblesnitch, and I know a lot of people are going to be thinking, what? Dr. Crabblesnitch? Yeah, I know, it's the head teacher, he's a bit of a douche, but I know this is going to sound crazy, but I would have appreciated him to have been my head teacher when I was back at school, because Dr. Crabblesnitch at the end of the day is just doing his job. He is very strict, and I feel like that if he was my head teacher at school, I don't think there'd be much of a problem, even though Dr. Crabblesnitch has seemed to have let bullies get away with doing what they do, which is a downside in his character, but I do like Dr. Crabblesnitch, so that's why he's in at number 8. At number 7, we have Russell Northup? Yeah, Northup, I can't say his name right, I don't know why. But yeah, again, Russell, I will admit, wasn't a big fan of him at first, but I've grown to like him. Even though he is a massive nutcase and this massive teenager, he is pretty cool, I like him. He's like, Russell smash! But he's like, I will help you, Jimmy. So yeah, I like Russell, he's really cool, and I know my impression of Russell is terrible, but I like Russell. He helps you out at the end, he helps you get away from the police, which is like, yay, when he grabs hold of you. Number 6, we have Pete Kowalski. This might be a bit of a surprise to some people because Pete's just a very shy little kid really. I guess from what I've seen and heard of him, I guess he's like 13, 14 at Bulworth Academy. But I actually like Pete, I think he's really cool. Even though he's really shy and extremely nervous all the time, I'd say, I think he's really cool. And the fact Dr. Crabblesnitch has never heard of him and is like, he should be head of the school, I think it's really cool. I like Pete, he's really intelligent. I reckon he'd be very nice as a friend if you ever met him in real life. At number 5, we have Biff Taylor. I can't think of much to say about Biff, but I really like him. I think he's extremely cool. Not only is he like a boxing champion, boxing champion, even though he's a boxing champion and you don't see a lot from him, like you see him walking around campus every now and then, but I still think he's pretty cool. He's got like a Russell figure in him, and I feel like if you annoyed him, he would have a go at you back, but I feel like he'd be a great friend as well if he was a real character, if you get what I mean. So that's mainly the reason why I've put him in at number 5. Moving on now to number 4 is Johnny Vincent. I was struggling with Johnny a bit. I was thinking, do I put him at number 4 or number 5? And then I was like, nah, we put him in at number 4. because he's pretty cool. Well, yeah, it's hard to judge. Everybody likes a bad character in a game. Everybody loves a bad character in a movie. And Johnny's Birth, he's made out to be hardcore, in air quotes, I put that. But he's actually pretty cool. I like him, not only because he got an awesome design, but his personality just snaps and thinks he's different compared to everyone else. Now at number 3, it's gone bronze, we've got Darby Harrington. There's only one thing I don't really like about Darby, and that's the incest part where he's forced to marry his cousin in the future, I believe. But apart from that, I think he's pretty cool with his posh accent, the fact he is the leader of the Preps. He's a rich kid, for goodness sakes, what do you expect? And again, I found him pretty difficult to beat, like when you're fighting him at the end, when you finish fighting Biff Taylor. I feel like that is pretty difficult, and it goes for the same of in the final showdown, I believe, when you go fight all the leaders again. Right, quickly now, moving on to number 2, we have Jimmy Hopkins. And here we are, finally got to the main character. Jimmy Hopkins, I think is awesome. He's the main character of the game, for goodness sake, what else can you say? The design for him, I feel like could be a bit better, but I also like the fact you can change his hairstyle, you can change his clothes, and I feel like you can give him the option, because I know you can kiss boys and girls in the game, and you know, Jimmy's just your average everyday 15-year-old, isn't he? So yeah, can't think of much more to say about Jimmy. I just think he's really cool, he's pretty mature, and if you annoy him, he will get his revenge. It's just simple as that. Now at number 1, we have Gary Smith. And I know some people are going to be like, why? Why? Nobody likes Gary. I like Gary. I think he's really, really cool. Even though he's got ADD and he's basically a sociopath, I think he's really cool. And what people don't get about Gary is that he is very, very intelligent. How can a 16, 17-year-old get a full school to turn everybody against each other? How can he get prefects on his side? He is very misunderstood, and I think he's very intelligent, and everybody loves a villain in a game that is a complete psychopath. So that is it for this list. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, this is my own opinion. I would love to hear yours in the comments. And give me a reason why. I'll read it, and I'll just say, you know, I respect your opinion, so I hope you respect mine. I can't think of much else to say now, so I'm probably going to get going. Again, links down in the description. If you want, come follow me on Twitter, as I've had that out for quite some time now. And, I guess I'll just let you go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.